Yo, what's up, B? It's your boy B. Savante, and we're back with another video. And so I was asked about cleansing your energy and how you can cleanse your energy and you can remove certain physical ailments from yourself, because the person who asked, they was talking about how they had a powerful clairsentient ability, and so their clairsentient ability has got so powerful to the point that they take on physical ailments from people that is causing disruption in their life. And so if you are a psychic and you are someone who considers themselves clairsentient, or even if any of your other psychic abilities is causing haywire in your life, then this video is for you. So let's first talk about psychic abilities and what they are before we even get into cleansing and grounding and centering ourselves, right? So psychic abilities are called ESP. So it's called extra sensory perception. And so basically, they are senses that we have that are extensions of our physical senses. And if you're really asking me though, our physical senses are an extension of the spiritual ones or the psychic ones, because we start off as a spirit first before we even come into a physical vessel, right? And so moving forward, there are multiple psychic abilities, but the main ones that basically is the foundation of all other psychic abilities are clairsentience, which is connected to your feeling; clairempathy, which is connected to sensing emotions; claircognizance, which is connected to your inner knowing; audience, which is connected to your hearing; clairgustance, which is connected to your taste; and clairalience, which is connected to your smell. And through these different senses, we're able to perceive spirit and energy in subtle ways. And so what I mean by subtle, meaning that you're going to have to get real quiet at times to really pay attention to these energies when you are not used to using them or perceiving them, right? And so in our everyday life, we got so much going on. We're thinking constantly, we're working, we're taking care of kids, we're paying bills, we're going out having fun, we're drinking, we're smoking, we're doing so many things that we're stimulating our physical body that our subtle bodies don't get that much attention from us. And so don't expect yourself to just jump into understanding these energies or always knowing what they're trying to tell you, because these energies are like muscles. The same way you just can't jump into the weight room and start benching a certain level of weights, you can't just jump into the psychic world and think you're just going to be out here being goddamn Professor X and shit. You feel me? But you can get there if you grow your gift in that way, all right? And so, and that's telepathy. And specifically, Professor X was a powerful telepath. So now that we cover these psychic abilities and what they are, let's talk about how we can ground ourselves within our gifts, all right? And so when we are getting into the weight room, we don't just start off with any weights, right? We start off with what we can handle. So first you need to sit down and understand where you at in your journey. If you're like this person that I'm talking about when I say his gifts was beating his ass in a sense, that means that he needs to understand that, hey, I have to be way much more particular about who I'm around, what I'm consuming, and where I'm going, and what I allow myself to touch and come in contact with my energy field. Because he's in a state of his journey where things are starting to manifest in his life that comes from outside stimuli. It's not even his own ailments that he's manifesting, it's ailments of those around him. So his gift is not subtle anymore. His gift sounds very motherfucking strong, right? And so in that point of your journey, you're gonna have to do more than the average individual. So when I say you gotta be mindful who you're around, that doesn't mean like, oh, I gotta be mindful, pick and choose. No, bitch, you need to make sure, like, when you're around somebody who literally making you feel sick, you can't go around them no more. You can't go around them. You probably can call them up, you can talk to them from a distance, but you can't get your clairsentience. I got so strong that as soon as you touching somebody or as soon as you come in contact with them, you are absorbing in their body. And just like me right now, as I'm talking about, I can feel my back. You're putting too much on it's too much being put on your shoulders. And like I was telling him in the comments, that can come from at one point of your life, being so open to people's energy was helping her survive. Because let's go back to the core reason of why we even have these gifts. We have these gifts to navigate ourselves through our reality, right? And so at one point in his life, he needed those gifts to navigate him through his reality. And so depending on where you at with your gifts, if you're just starting off, then something as simple as grounding yourself, going outside and grounding yourself, planting yourself in the earth, telling the earth to ground you into your body, into your vessel. Something as simple as, I got things written down like meditation, going on a walk, you feel me? Getting out in nature, hugging trees, bathing in the sunlight, tapping into the natural elements is a great way to balance out outside stimuli that you pull in for those around you, because everyone has a magnetic field, right? We all have an auric field. And so since we all have an auric field and we're coming in contact with different auras, we're always constantly exchanging energies with people, even if it's on a minuscule level. And so for some of us, we have to be particular about who we even talk to, because when you talk to somebody, you're opening a channel to them. So it's a big difference between you brush past somebody in public and you're standing having a full-blown conversation with them, and you're constantly exchanging energy with this person. Let me give you another example. It's a difference between you falling down in the dirt and then you fell in the mud. It's gonna be a little harder to clean off that mud, and then you just getting up and dusting off that dirt off you. You feel me? I'm sitting in the grass right now, I can get off and dust my ass off real quick, you feel me? But if I'm sitting in mud, I got a stain. So if you are around people who are with muddy energy, it can stain your pure energy. So you're gonna have to purify yourself. Living in a state of pureness doesn't mean you are living in a state of goody two shoes, or you're living in a state of where nothing goes wrong. It means you are in a state of consistent transmutation. You're open, you are aware, but you're also maintaining your own energetic boundaries. So that's another thing that you have to recognize when your gift is beating your ass. I'm gonna say it like that because I know that y'all liking that shit. You like how I'm speaking, and I'm gonna speak like me, because that's how I talk. I'm not trying to talk down on you. It's like we don't have to learn in a what's the word I'm looking for? Stoic way. Like, we can enjoy these gifts. These gifts are ours to have, and it's our responsibility to maintain them. This is the whole point of my video. The whole point of my video is to go around and bring it back full circle, that even though, yes, you are picking up other people's energies, it is making your head hurt or it's making your stomach hurt, you still have the responsibility to be the one to maintain your vessel. So if you cooking the food and you're inviting folks over and they throwing extra salt on your food more salty, you the one who gotta fix that dinner, because that's your dinner. You've been cooking it. They fucked your whole goddamn pot. Now you gotta make a whole new pot. And instead of you recognizing that, hey, this person is continuously to fuck up my pot, maybe I should stop inviting them into my home. You just get mad at them, like, get on my nerves, just aggravate, just always making shit solid. Just make shit solid. But bitch, you keep on inviting them over to eat. Oh, it's because I think I'm starving. I don't feed them. I just want to be, you know, I just gotta help. You trying to be a savior is what's making you a martyr. That's what's breaking your body down. I don't give a fuck if you're clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairalien, however it is. If your gift is breaking your ass down, it's because you are overextending yourself in a way, or you have overextended yourself in a way, and you already did it. You currently doing it, or you already did it and you having to regroup yourself and fix that, or you are currently doing it and you need to redirect yourself. And so there's no one way you can truly just say, oh, how I ground myself, you want to ground yourself. That's why I was sharing a lot different generic ways, because you're gonna have to find what works for you. For someone like me, I constantly have to do a spiritual bath. Baby, I do a bath every week. Sometimes 2 or 3 times out the week, I gotta do a bath based on who I'm around, what I've been doing. If I'm drinking too much with folks, woo, boy, my body beat my ass up. And you just think, oh, that's just physical illness. No, baby, that's because of the energy I absorbed too. It feels that bad because I was absorbing hella energy and it's manifesting physically in my body, and I'm a strong clairsentient, so my body is telling me, oh, it's stuck there. It's stuck there. It's stuck there. It's stuck in your knees. Because spirits and alcohol is the same damn thing. Look it up. Alcohol means spirit. So when you're channeling alcohol, you're channeling spirits. And you're around people who also channeling alcohol spirits. Y'all all channeling it together. Now it's a group channel. Those spirits going through all of y'all, and it's going to stay with the most powerful. And if you are the most open, your gifts is the most powerful, they're going to use you the most. The fuck? Like, come on now, just get into it. Let's do it. And so I feel like I touched on a good few points. You feel me? Let me see if there's anything else I can share in this moment. Because we talked about what cycle abilities are. We talked about like grounding yourself. We talked about what can happen when you don't ground yourself. Is me talking about like drinking stuff when you don't ground yourself, when you don't sing yourself, when you're not in a consistent practice of utilizing your grounding practices, because your grounding practices is your foundation. I don't care if you are a witch or wizard, you're doing magic, whatever, you're a psychic, whatever you want to be. Your foundation should never be something you give up on. Your foundation should be something you're continuously evolving with. Evolve with your foundation, because as you grow your journey, as your gifts get stronger, your foundation is what's going to hold you up. So if you ever get to a point in your journey, you recognize your foundation that you made with wood now needs a brick foundation, you're going to have to make sure you put them bricks up, so that as you're growing stronger as a psychic being, these gifts are not beating your ass. So it's your boy BeeSpiritual. If this video will help you in any kind of way, please like, subscribe, you feel me? Tap in with me, because we're going to get it done. We here to grow and evolve together, And so I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Deuces.